So I remember this one time, like, I forgot how old I was. I think I was like, I don't know, I was just younger, but I was young. I was probably between like 8 or 10 or 11 or some shit. I don't know. But I don't remember what the situation was, but you know how it is when you're a kid and you done got caught. You got caught in like a bold-faced lie. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody in the house know you lying. Like I don't know what it was, but it was obvious I had lied, and I was like, I think I was continuing to lie about whatever I lied about. So I remember my mom she was getting kind of upset, but you know, it wasn't one of them situations where, you know, like it deserved like a whooping or a spanking or whatever. She was like, my mom, very smart, very mental, spiritual. So yeah, but this was one of them times where she was running mental games on me. But so yeah, so like I said, you know, just niggas in general, but especially kids, just niggas in general, we gonna die with the lie. That's what we do. We gonna die with the lie. So I just kept lying. So I was like, alright, she wasn't really saying nothing. Then I don't know, some time passed and shit. I'm hanging around the house and stuff, and then all of a sudden I'm just hearing my mama like saying little stuff. I don't know what she's saying. And then all of a sudden I heard, she was like, there are lies being told in this house. And I'm like, what wrong with this lady? What she talking? Like, who is she talking to? She just saying stuff like that. Like, there are lies being told in this house. She said, there are demons in this house right now. I was like, whoa, what the fuck, man? I'm like, oh, man, what the fuck, man? So, I'm like, I ain't never seen my mama like this. Like, she almost looked like she, you know, she ain't going crazy. And it's mainly just how she talking, but you can tell she ain't even looking at me, though. Like, she just saying, like, mainly there are lies being told, but she kept repeating the whole, there are demons in this house. Right now, there are demons in this house. And she was saying other little stuff. And then, of course, like, you know how it is, like, that shit set in, and like, you know, eventually, of course, you're gonna take it bad at first. It's gonna hit you hard, and you're gonna be like, what the fuck? But then, of course, I came to my senses, and probably a good 5-10 minutes later, I went to my mom, and of course, admitted what she already knew, blase, and everything, you know, moved on from there. But it was like, it was just crazy, man, because it kind of ties in, it's kind of like the name of what I'm calling this one. I forget what the name of this shit is, but it made me think of that Jay-Z quote when he says, I'm not looking at you dudes, I'm looking past you. I thought I told you, cat. Not right, blase. But the main part, I'm not looking at you dudes, I'm looking past you. Like, the more I think about that line, that was kind of like what my mom was doing. My mom wasn't looking at me at that time, not in the flesh. She was looking past the flesh. She was talking to my spirit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And when she mentioned demons in this house, of course, kind of like what I believe now, me being me, I be feeling like inside of every person, there's like an inner angel and inner demons and inner angels and shit. So, you know, we have a light side and a dark side to us all. High frequency side, low frequency side. I be feeling like we need to find a balance between the two. I be feeling like that's what life is about. But, so basically, my mom was looking past my flesh at the time, and she knew that my demons had taken over at that little point, and it was like, nigga. And she cast the fuck out them bitches, because I was scared. But I don't know, I found myself like, that's kind of what I've been doing the last 6 years, kind of in real life, but especially on like social media and shit. Really in life in general, I just be like, a lot of times I don't even really be talking to people in general. I'm not talking to you. Most of the time I be talking to spirit. And that's a lot of reason why I post certain ways that I do now, and even talk certain ways, because like, I really do be feeling like I ain't nothing more than a vessel. Because a lot of these thoughts and beliefs that I have right now, none of them started coming until I like opened the door to like meditation. And then I started like actually having different kind of thoughts and beliefs, and like open my mind to where every day now every day for the last 6-7 years I've been like meditating deeply every day. And then like just the thoughts are coming, and now to where the thoughts are just, it's like the fucking door is open, whatever gateway, to where like the shit was like halfway closed, to where them thoughts used to come like maybe once a day, twice a day. The gateway is wide open. So it's like, I don't know, now I be just posting. But I say all that to say this, like a lot of times when I'm posting, that's why I post a certain way, because like I'm not so much speaking from the flesh, I'm using the spirit to speak through me. So a lot of times whatever message that's supposed to be heard, I'm not determining who the message is supposed to hear it for, because it's like the spirit has a message for you. I'm just the vessel channeling that shit. And that's how I use the internet, because I know these AI algorithms, like a lot of times, oh never mind, I'm about to get like a little too deep into it. But basically, a lot of times I be having the urge to like say certain shit, and I know like the shit ain't for me to hear, it's like for whoever needs to hear it. So I don't even be knowing who. I really don't be knowing like who needs to hear it. But I know that what I'm saying needs to be heard by whoever needs to hear it. So basically everything I just said probably don't make like no sense to nobody, but like shit crazy, man. But basically that's what I'm calling this one. Not looking at you dudes, I'm looking past you. A lot of times the way Facebook works is it'll never mind. The way social media works in general, it plays on insecurities and things. But I'll leave that for like another talking to myself vlog. But yeah, conversations with myself. I'm not looking at you dudes, I'm looking past ya. I'm looking past the flesh. I don't see nothing but spirits around this bitch. That's what they say is the transition. They say we're supposed to be going from the transition to like physical beings living. We're supposed to transition into spiritual beings that are just living in this physical vessel. And that's how I kind of feel like that's what I'm morphing into. Of course, along with everybody else. So that's that fifth dimension shit, bitch.